Good morning. It's February 20th at about 6:30 in the morning, and I can't get the lighting right. I live in a minivan, and I have more light than this, but uh, it may actually made the video worse by having more light on. So I had a hellacious day yesterday. I had a bunch of errands to run, and there was a motorhome parked by where I've been parking for a very long time, like up to like 6 weeks or so. And the police didn't do anything about it. And there was a car parked in front of it for about the same amount of time that didn't even have a license plate on it. They didn't do anything about either one. And they were parked next to an apartment building. There's garbage all over the ground and stuff. And there were problem people that kept coming to the motorhome, screaming, yelling, fighting. I believe that there was some kind of a fight right in front of my car one night not too long ago, and somebody was on the ground in front of my car making noises, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And then he stood up, and then I realized he was laying on the ground. And the police don't really do much about problems here. Their main job is to harass the homeless people and give unjust parking tickets, apparently. I'm now at the level of the Idaho Supreme Court with the parking ticket. It's just insanity. And yes, the Ada County court system is very corrupt. So yesterday I ran around and I had there was yet another shady business here in Boise. There's a lot of really shady business people here, including the people I bought my car from, and I guess I'm going to have to take them to court. But it's not just the landlords, which are, it's really bad. The rents here on average were raised about 12.4% last year during a pandemic. Who does that? What kind of a city would allow that? Well, here in Boise, they encourage it while telling people they have all these nonprofits helping people find housing who are low income. How do you help people find something that doesn't exist? That's crazy. So I ran around doing all these errands, and they had put the orange stickers on the motorhome and the car. So I figured that they were getting ready to move the motorhome over to my house, to my spot. And they did when I was gone. Yes, they did.
Call that place Cabana Inn, black and yellow. 911 is me, Commander-in-Chief Bobby Hutton. I'm going to pause for Spiritual Song today. Thank you.
Fuck off! So in the middle of my video, somebody decided to come and demonstrate the things that I talk about. A crazy son of a bitch got in my window. I've got one of my window coverings here open because I'm waiting for the bike cops to come by so I can flip them off after what happened yesterday. So they didn't do anything for about 6 weeks about that motorhome. They timed the orange sticker so they would have to move the motorhome on Friday. That's because they knew I wouldn't be able to contact anyone. I called the police to tell them what I thought about it. Somebody was supposed to call me back. Nobody called me back. Later in the day, I called again. But that was after I went down to the Boise Police Department. The only person I could talk to was the guy behind the counter. Yes, I brought my bullhorn in with me. I didn't use it, but I brought it in with me. This is how pissed off I am. I was told the police chief wasn't even there. They're never, on Friday, nobody's ever working here. And I'm sure they'll say they were in a meeting. And the mayor's office never answers the phone. Never. They never return a phone call. They never return an email. Nothing. The city council phone number now diverts. And they don't really respond. They don't respond either. And so then I went to the new little police station for bike cops that I call the gay bar cop shop because it used to be a gay bar. And there's not even, what didn't even appear to be anybody there. There may have been somebody in there, but they want to give the appearance there's no one there. Why have a police station that is, not even available? Now, the way that the city is run is unless you're a member of the high caste, you are not allowed to have a conversation with anyone or an opinion. And so you will be blocked in many different ways. Now, there are a lot of really problem people here. I'm sure they consider me to be a problem, constantly telling the truth and constantly reporting the stuff that goes on. So I did not get a returned phone call from either of my phone calls to the Boise Police Department, which is standard operating procedure here. And if you do get a phone call, it's filled with crazy, abusive crap and illogicality. So I've called on the next shift and somebody did call me and they always say, well, what would you like? What can I do to help you? And I'm like, what would you do? And they go, I don't know. And that's basically what you get. They don't have anything. So somebody told me that with motorhomes, they consider them a home, so they don't tow them away. That's why they get to sit for weeks. My minivan is more of a motorhome than most of those old crappy motorhomes that don't run. See, the thing is that these motorhomes don't run. That motorhome doesn't even run. They just tow them around. And usually they tow them right on my ass. So they're letting people tow these vehicles around and these trailers around. And then they sit for weeks with garbage around them, drugs and all kinds of shit going on, arguing, fighting, and all kinds of problems. But I don't cause those kind of problems. But the police targeted me for an unjust parking ticket. The police have harassed me endlessly. It's not okay. And there's going to be more. Because now if you thought I was pissed off before, you should see how pissed off I am now.